the Rockingham Skills Show, Skills Fair today, and we're talking with Tony Solin, who is the president of the CEO of Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Tony.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us along. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about the Chamber of Commerce? What do you actually do?
So
were you, for instance, responsible for this today?
Yes, we were. So we do this on a fee-for-service basis for the City of Rockingham. So the City of Rockingham likes to put back some support to local business and also, obviously, the training and development of youngsters in the local area.
Right.
But as far as the Chamber of Commerce goes, we're the Rockingham and Kwinana Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
So we're running this in Rockingham on this occasion, but we support business in both areas. So it's a fairly big regional type of membership that we have.
Right. And is the Chamber of Commerce made up of people who are operating businesses within the Rockingham-Kwinana area?
Yes. So businesses as diverse as your one-man band who works a blog on a computer screen out of his house in Baldivis, to Civmec, Alcoa.
Civmec, yeah.
Yeah, CSBP, Coogee Chemicals, you name it, Mineral Resources, Woodside.
So they're some pretty big players.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I guess that's the great diversity in this region. You've got so much industrial work going on, so much defence work going on now, and then you've got all the mixture of other local small businesses that hang off a lot of that stuff.
So how does a person become a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
We've got an application form, and you can become a member simply by filling that out and paying whatever level of membership you want to be involved in.
So what are the benefits of being a member?
Well, the main benefit, I guess, is your networking capacity.
Right.
We have 350 members. We've got something like 15 to 20 functions or events throughout the year that members can come to. Most of those are complimentary. But it's also having the fact that we've got 3 full-time people, including myself. They can ring at any time during the week to ask advice, to ask for referrals, to ask who does what around the place. Our network's extensive, so I guess that's one of the real benefits of being a member.
So what is the purpose? Obviously, it's a purpose-driven organisation. What is the purpose of the Chamber of Commerce?
So the purpose is to represent our members.
To whom?
To stakeholders, so people like your local representatives, so local government, state government, federal government, Kwinana Industries Council, these types of people.
So you have talks with Reece Whitby and people like that?
Regularly.
Right, okay. And what's your sort of success with dealing with them? Are they easy to deal with?
I think generally they are, yeah. The Premier obviously is in Rockingham. Yes. We've got Paul Papalia's out at Warnbro. Yes. We've got Roger Cook in Kwinana. Yep. We've got Reece Whitby in Baldivis. We've got Madeline King in who's Brand, Federal. So we've got a lot of representatives down in this area. We get on well with them all.
Yep. And so how does one become the CEO?
I guess I was just unlucky. No one else wanted to do it.
So when you say 3 full-time staff, is that obviously doesn't include office staff and...
No, that's office staff. So there's myself, and then we've got an events and admin manager, and we've also got a membership girl who does that during the week too.
Right. Yeah. And so the CEO is kept pretty busy, is he?
Yes, and I'd just like to mention we do have a board that sits behind our operational crew.
Right.
So we've got 12 members of local business people who have volunteered. So we've got a president, vice president, treasurer, etc., etc. So they all do a mountain of work behind the scenes too.
Yep. People who run a business but are not members of the group, they still reap the benefits, I guess, from what you do.
Well, we often get often get people ring us up and asking for advice or point them in the right direction for
Right.
different, whether it's legal, HR, you name it.
Yep.
And we're always, happy to help people. We're here for all businesses.
So it's really a networking type organisation?
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Networking's a big part of it.
Yep.
And we provide the amount of functions and events that help businesses network.
Yep.
Or someone wants to know an exact business, that they want a service or a product from, we can point them in the right direction.
Yep. And if a person was starting up a business that was going to have serious competition, would you sort of counsel them on that sort of score, or?
We can counsel them, or we can point them to someone who's a better counsellor.
Right.
We've got plenty of them around.
Yep.
Look, competition's good. For example, we've got 4 or 5 accountants in our membership.
Yep.
We've got 3 lawyers in our membership. So it's not. We've got
Right.
heaps of cafes and restaurants.
Yes.
So it's not so much competition. It's learning from your, competition about what they're doing, and transferring information to make each other better.
What's a typical day in the life of a CEO?
Typical day, come in here, plan out what we're going to do.
Right.
We already sort of know. We run on a calendar, so
Right.
we have all these events planned a year beforehand, basically.
Yep.
A lot of it's just contacting people to make sure that the events coming up are gonna work properly.
Yep.
And doing all that other stuff that we were talking about before, and
Yep.
trying to get new members as well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So how many events of this type, fair type, would you operate in a year?
We do one jobs fair. So this is an annual affair that
Yep.
we do for the City of Rockingham. We
Yep.
also do a defence forum, which will be coming up in about 6 weeks' time.
Right.
We do 4 what we call key business leaders breakfasts throughout the year, quarterly.
Yep.
So the first one was Tony Gallardi, who came and spoke, which was brilliant.
Yep.
He was our first one.
Yep. Very interesting.
He was
Yeah.
fantastic. Certainly not. He's very different from the public persona.
He's a smart fellow.
He's very smart. He's a super hard worker, and he had a great story to tell.
Oh, great.
He was really, really good. But we've got Woodside, the fellow who's running their new H2 Perth hydrogen plant that's
Right,
been
yes.
proposed for here. He's coming to talk at our next breakfast, and we always have great breakfasts, and they're complimentary for any business in
Right.
the Rockingham area,
Right, whether you remember or not.
whether you're a member or not. Yeah.
And if someone listening has a business and wants to talk to you, how do they get in touch with you, Ross? Ross.
Tony.
Tony.
What's that, Jeff? They can ring me on my mobile 0499740760, or they can ring the office here on 9592 3333
Right, excellent.
and ask for myself or Sue.
Excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us,
Right.
Tony.
Thank you.
And it's great that you coached Subiaco in your earlier years.
You're a
I'm a
Subi
big
man,
Subiaco fan.
Well, they've been the most successful club in the last decade by a million miles. So
They have indeed.
I remember when I played at Swans in the early 80s, we used to laugh at Subi when we play them.
We were the April premiers back then.
You were indeed.
Yeah.
That's all changed, so well done.
Yeah, all good. Thanks for talking to us, Tony.
Good on you. Thank you.
Tony Solin, CEO of the Rockingham Chamber of Commerce.